Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone and Happy New Year. Welcome to another edition of Great Scott. It's really cold out here. It's snowing. I wanted to show everyone some of the local area comic shops. There aren't too many. This is Rubber Mallet Comics in Wyoming, Pennsylvania. It's snowing. It's 17 degrees and it's about 5:30 in the morning. I don't mind the cold. Speaking of cold, in the newest TV spot for Batman v Superman, even though I thought it was a little early, we see two heroes staring at each other coldly with no love for each other, clearly. Batman comes streaking around the corner in the Batmobile, hits Superman, careens off his chest, smashes into a building, and is probably about to burst into a flame, explode, die, or something. But Superman goes over, tears off the roof to make sure that Batman's still alive, and still gets threatened by the Bat, who couldn't hurt him anyway. But clearly he's going to hurt him later. We do see him beating him down in another trailer. And what I find interesting about this, and people have joked that Batman's not going to be able to get insurance because he's a terrible driver, one of two things probably happened. Batman either tried to run Superman down, which some people have said would be stupid because Batman knows he's too powerful and it wouldn't hurt him anyway, or Superman just appeared there because he's so fast and Batman didn't expect him to be there and crashed into him. What I find awesome about this is that Superman still goes to save Batman, even though it appears that Batman tried to hit him. In other words, he doesn't just leave the Bat inside the car to die, which is exactly what Superman wouldn't do. Superman's a hero, even if somebody's antagonistic toward him. However, it does seem like they're both antagonistic toward each other, because we do know that Superman doesn't like the idea that there's a vigilante torturing people, even if they're criminals in Gotham City, so he goes there to check out this situation and probably chases Batman around or tells him he can't be doing what he's doing, so then maybe Batman tries to hit him with a car or maybe tries to go somewhere else or tries to continue on his way and Superman stands on his path to tell him it's not going to stand. Now, some people might say this is Superman being a jerk because why is it his business? And of course, Batman's going to say, after what you did in Metropolis, even though we know that it's not really Superman's fault, it's kind of a different situation, you'll notice that I sent my professional cameraman and sound people home because it's very cold outside. I don't have a cold heart like these two heroes seem to have for each other. We get a couple of cold stares, and then, of course, Superman, who doesn't even tend to answer Batman and just says, you just bounced off me with your car and you're kind of an idiot dressed as a bat. So he just flies off. And Batman, even though he was just saved by Superman, can't help himself but to threaten him and say, you're going to bleed, which is a very Batman thing to do. And of course, helping out Batman, even though they're antagonistic toward each other, it's a very Superman thing to do. One last thought as we begin 2016, even though we're a few weeks in, since this is my first show, I wanted to mention that we, of course, just lost this week musical icon David Bowie. And while it really isn't related to Superman, he did write a song called The Superman, which was based on his understanding of the works of Nietzsche at a time when he himself quotes, I thought I understood Nietzsche, and I was trying to come across that way. It was written in 1970, and it was on the album The Man Who Sold the World, which is, of course, made most popular by the Nirvana cover of the song of the same name. But it was a David Bowie song. He wrote it. He also wrote many, many other great songs. He's a legend. He's an icon. And we're going to miss him. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Happy 2016. We've got a lot to look forward to this year. Supergirl going strong. I'm loving the show. Batman v Superman coming out in just a couple of months. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be a Superman fan. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And remember, always look up in the sky, even if someone's threatening to make you bleed. Now, of course, since it's so cold outside, I sent my cameraman and my sound man home, so you might notice that neither of those things are of top-notch quality, which of course is different than every other week. Ow, my arm hurts.